back in it. I'm not turning on my ring light today since the game is so dim. It was really impeding my vision last time, so if my VTuber moves a little chunky today, it's because it's cloudy and I don't have my ring light on. Don't worry about it. Hi! I'm so excited to get more into this. This game opens straight where you left off. Like, it's really creepy. There's no menu screen, it just opens and you're there. Yeah. Yeah, Gummy, it's time to be sad and a little fucked up. A little creeped out. And it's fine, it's good. It's good, we love this. Yeah. I don't think I have any updates. Replicating the magical feeling of your glasses being foggy. You know what, that must be it. Edith must be wearing foggy glasses. Dirty ass glasses need to be cleaned. That must be why. Oh, now come on, game. You know you're there. There you go. There you go, buddy. So this is how far we are. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left on our list of people who have died. So, I don't know, maybe we'll make it through the end of the game today. I probably have to leave a little bit more on time than usual because I am walking my mother's dog today, but it shouldn't get in the way of our gaming today. Yeah, we just did Gregory. I thought we had done... No, we left off over there, okay. So it saved us getting out of the last cutscene we did. Is this window here? No, it's there, okay. Beautiful night. Gregory's a rough one, yeah. At least he was having a good time. Yeah, it seems like pretty much every one of these... It's the doer's, the person's own actions lead to the death. Which is interesting. Yeah. Murderous frog toy. The frog is his friend. Don't worry about it. Gummy, you weren't here last time. I need to tell you that this entire house is so similar to my great-grandmother's old, like, Vermont farmhouse that had been added on to again and again, that it's been, like, especially creepy. There was an infant that died in that house that had a portrait in the laundry room that looked very similar to this. Like, very, very creepy, the similarities. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet...
I think that was the only child that died. There were plenty of... my great-grandmother got remarried a couple of times, I believe. Oh no, I have a feeling that's where I'm going next. My great-grandmother had, like, a compulsion to be taking care of something, so she had, like, husbands and boyfriends that were way older than her, always in her life that she could care for, who were bedridden, and then cats. Cats were the last thing, is just, like, a bunch of kind of sick cats that she had to really take care of. So it was a weird fucked up little household. Anyways, it just reminds me of this so much. Let's get in there.
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard.
Oh, I'm activating the words.
My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart. I Tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her. We don't need a stepmom, were the words that I
Now
remembered.
pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Whoa.
When the time
Oh.
for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger.
I have a vision. I think I know what's gonna happen.
The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
Whoa, that's some strong wind. Hey. Alright, okay, let's be careful here.
The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made.
May I go see the tent? May I destroy the tent with my winds that I'm carrying? Oh, they don't care. Could I not be standing directly under the giant totem pole in the huge storm?
The
Sort of a
thunder sounded
Katamari
much
situation.
too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder." I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't,
It wasn't the
until we
totem.
found you.
Sorry, Gus.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
Oh. Is our mother next, or do you think it's gonna jump to our brothers? We'll find out, I guess. Was that there before? Probably was, and I just didn't notice. The kite. Oh. Yeah, it makes sense that Dawn would not want to stay in this room, huh? And she'd make her own separate bedroom situation. Cool.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died.
Yeah, the
At the
jellyfish
time,
tent was
it was
quite
as far
creepy.
away as she could get.
At the time, it was as far away as she could get, yeah. Yeah, interesting to move to a place where you could fall when your family has a curse. This is like a horrifying view to have. Oh, man. Yeah, and I think probably by the time she moved up, her father was already dead. I wonder if this is going in chronological order, actually. It isn't, is it? No, it's not. Oh, she has pictures of each of them on her little shrine.
Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died.
Somebody get these people to therapy, yeah. Yeah. This is such a cozy little nook, though. Oh, that's our dad!
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
More information? Please? Oh, you want me to go back down this way? I don't know about that. I think I'm supposed to go out this way, though, right? I'm gonna do this anyway, for fun. Whee! I shouldn't be doing stunts while pregnant. Let's calm down, me. Alright, get back up there. Well, having all this to get to the loft, at least made it so no one else could get up here. You really have your own private space.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Lewis was born a year later.
This is safe. This is really good, safe. This is really safe and good, I bet. I should be up here. I should be up here. I should be up here. Oh, jeez.
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go.
He died too. I guess people who marry in seem to also get the curse occasionally.
I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back.
I know, but being back in this house.
And to see kids in the house again.
Yeah. Look at all these little guys. Got little guys in your garden.
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that.
Am I on the highest part, or does it keep going up from... Oh, God. Okay. Yeah, don't worry about it. Yeah, I'm sure it's structurally sound. What's not to love? It only had to get bigger because
And for
all
a
the rooms
while,
are getting sealed.
Things were good. Almost normal.
Oh, interesting. Hamster? We had a hamster, maybe a gerbil.
But it didn't last.
Of course it didn't last. I love that we're doing projects on the curse. This is an incredible window. Whoa. Okay, yeah, this rules. Fuck yeah. And we didn't expect it to get us too. Hundreds of relief volunteers are injured or dead after the effects of a second earthquake. I think this is probably how our father died.
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
Oh, whoa, you literally built him a castle, huh? Okay, this is safe. This looks safe. This looks safe to be on. I'll just stand here for a second. Good, yes. No one
After
ever...
Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
Of course no one ever added an end date. He disappeared. There's a way in from here. Let me walk around the whole thing though. So cool.
I think Edie was happy to finally have another painter in the family.
Seems like more of an architect almost. is someone whose footsteps are covered in paint?
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
That's the door we saw. He just walked through the door and disappeared.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
Oh, I drew him like he drew himself. That's so sweet. Whew. A while, I guess. It seemed like more than could possibly fit in there. I will say this looks just like the coupon book in Blueprints, because of course my brain is still really geared to that.
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
He went through his magic. I mean, only 2 places he could have gone. One of them's through the magic door. Just saying.
Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
Whoa. What do you mean? Whatever he'd found in the house? What? Are you implying that Mother disappeared him? No, you just
Mom
said she
definitely
searched
blamed
for him.
Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself.
Hey, this is not, hey, your family's cursed. Your family's a horrible curse that in a lot of death involved, and this is how you build your house? Come on now. What's in the house? Oh my god, those eye emojis came out so creepy. What the hell? Why do they look like that? I'm frightened.
After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
Oh, the cannery. Oh yeah, all the cans downstairs. Okay, now let's not, What am I standing? Oh, it's the garden. I was like, is the classroom just open to the elements?
Everyone always told me to stay out of Lewis's room. Except Lewis.
I got an achievement for looking through all the peepholes. Yay! This seems like the best way to get in, right? Sometimes it makes me move the mouse in the most absurd ways that don't actually mimic whatever motion it's trying to make me do. It's really confusing.
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar.
Weed.
That part of him lived on.
Weed. Oh, buddy. Oh. No, I'm not trying to leap. What? Girl. I turned around and she just walked back up this. Okay. I'm apparently in the in the stairs zone, and if I don't leave the stairs zone, I will go back up if I turn around. Just trying to see what's in that tank. Nothing, apparently. Oh, I'm about to play a video game. Edith Finch. The Red King's Dream. The Red Prince? Blue Prince? Mentioned? He's got his gaming set up. He's a gamer. Let's fucking go. He's playing Myst on this. I know he is. Oh, this is his work locker. Okay.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life. He kept working at the cannery, but he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to...
What is that? I can't tell what that... I can only move back and forth. And... What do you want me to do, game? 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 Is there any other button I can press?
wander.
Oh, okay. I can control whatever that is. Oh, I'm a guy. I'm a little guy. Okay. Well, I couldn't even tell what that was. Top-down view of a dude.
I asked him to describe it. He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth.
Just goes back the way I came.
He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats
I don't have time to fight bats and do
and
fish.
toads.
That looks spooky. Hey.
And things that have not names. He knew it was all in his head. But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more. I worried about him then. Daydreaming at the cannery.
One of these
I
times
spoke
my
with his
hand's gonna
boss.
go into the thing.
But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused.
I don't
Like
want
a
to.
whole new
I'm
Lewis.
not focused. Focused is not.
So I let him go
Exactly.
on. I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend.
Oh, my puppy.
On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia. built the city up slowly, brick by brick.
Oh, I got my dude here.
Then he made musicians.
All my homies love this.
And songs for them to play.
This is me completely
He
dissociating.
talked about
at work.
starting a band.
This is so incredibly relatable.
And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger.
Who knows what I'll be imagining next?
He no longer
Big
spoke
fish.
at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination. So he could do whatever he wished.
So what do I do? Grab the fish, please.
He held an election for mayor. And he won.
Oh, I won! Yay! Hi, everybody.
They begged him to
Excuse me.
stay, but his mind was already wandering.
But I'm the mayor. Why would I leave?
It became a game for him. He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on. New Louisville. St. Louis. He started drifting away from our reality. Minneapolis.
Like, there's no way
Until
this
one
is
day
safe.
he forgot to go home from the cannery.
Oh, no, buddy.
Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Louis kept sailing on. In Louisburg, he heard rumors of a
Beautiful prince? Oh my god! Bisexual king?
beautiful prince. The prince was on his own quest for
Radiant rainbows!
radiant rainbows.
Wow! Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. I hit one. Sorry, rainbows.
He followed
Sorry,
the sound
rainbows.
of his
Ooh, sitar. I think I like sitar better.
electric sitar.
I read it as electric guitar for a second and I was very confused. Yeah, sitar rules.
His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound. He knew the
My
world
beautiful
was all in
prince.
his imagination. But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king. For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace.
I mean, I guess. Yeah.
My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
I threw it at that guy! But this is the plant. I missed that last fish chat.
He began to forget the world we know.
My Nintendo! Oh no.
I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker.
Oh, I see. Okay, so the fish are alive in there. They scoop them up on the thing, and you grab them. You grab them as they come on the thing. This can't be. No, this is pretty. That's me! I'm seeing myself. But I'm doing it backwards. This is kind of beautiful. No, this certainly can't be how it's being done. I think it's trying to exaggerate that I've done every single one of these
He began
fish.
to despise the man with a royal contempt.
Hey. Oh, I'm the king. I'm the him inside his head.
I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder.
Chad, I'm gonna be canned.
The palace would be packed with his companions.
Look at all my friends! Oh my god, they're all so cute! Yay! We love this! Oh, my kitty!
Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on advising him.
Maury! Molly! Oh, it's the cat that was named after the girl! We all have fucked up magic brain powers, I think, actually, chat. Choosing to believe the curse is that everybody's a little magical. Yeah! Whoa! My prince is waiting for him!
His prince waited, holding his crown.
Yay!
There was only one thing left to do.
Doomed Yowie? Doomed Yowie moment?
Bend down his head.
Oh, hey. Hold on. Now, hold on. Oh, no. My doomed Yowie.
and the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
Ooh. Oh, my doomed yowie. Oh no.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
It seems that in a lot of these cases, these people take on a coping mechanism to cope with the loss of the other people who have died around them, and that coping mechanism is helping them, and then they decide they don't need it anymore, and then they spiral into their curse mode. It's like Milton just walked through a fucking paint door. Gregory used the frog, mind control frog. Walter was safe and fine, and the one day he was like, you know what? Fuck this. He immediately died. Sam's, like, obsession with survival skills is what got him in the end, trying to teach Dawn. I don't know, it's just all fascinating. Congrats on being sober, though, man. That's huge. Huge for you.
Lewis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
Huh. Funny way to phrase that. Okay, so I must be getting to my room soon, right?
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder. I wish we'd stayed. But I understand why we left. My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
No prayer. Dawn Finch, happy 90th birthday. Man, Edie made it to 90. Huh. And I think there is something to, like, the mothers living the longest.
What happened that night had been coming for a long time.
Which gives me a
Maybe it
little
should have
bit
come
more
sooner.
hope for Edith surviving a bit longer. But I still don't think that Edith is going to be alive by the end of this game. Oh my gosh. Is this my room?
But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now was to tell you about that last night.
Oh, it's beautiful. I have the best room. I want to live here.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. until supper when she raised her glass and said,
To our final night together, and all our final nights apart.
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
Bye. There's a present for me in the hallway.
The power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles.
I must be holding one. Because there's light emanating from me. Creepy style.
When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance.
Ooh.
Or that Edie had a key to it.
Why is the library sealed? That's what I've been wondering. That it's not a room. Like the other ones, it's a...
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house.
Just because the house feels like where all the disaster is happening doesn't mean it is.
Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories!
Someone was living in here. I guess this is a bedroom.
I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight.
Oh, the frog! Swedish folk tales. Solitude in the sublime. Homeschooling essentials.
We'll have the
So
nursing home
dark in
send a
here.
van for you in the morning. Okay?
History of the Finches by Edith.
Dear Edith,
Edie, sorry.
there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out.
I hope Granny stays alive in your absence. Good luck out there, Bug. Okay, that's
It
that's
was
sort of
the
a tsunami
first
omen.
and last time I ever saw the old house aground.
Oh, so I better get my ass over there. Come on, Granny, let's go.
There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah, so
They
this is a
called it
tsunami.
The lowest tide in 1,000 years.
It's
God,
oh,
it
okay.
smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it.
You should not be.
When the fog rolled in, I lost my way.
No, no, I'm going straight forward. I'm not deviating from my path.
I got turned around.
No, I didn't. I did not.
I started seeing things.
Oh, oh. It's okay. I think this is a flashback.
Things
Yeah,
I'd
she said this is the
forgotten
night I
had
was
ever
born.
existed.
Okay, I saw you. I watched you turn that time. No. Oh, hello? That's a ledge, apparently. Okay, well. Well, I guess we're lost. Damn it. Damn it, Granny. Come on. We're walking through the fog. She's hallucinating. Ah! This is good. This seems like where I wanted to be. Yes, this is the old house. Yeah, we made it. See, it's fine. That's really cool.
Or maybe I came back to them.
Alright, let's find the... I love that the fence... I love that the fence is here. That makes no sense.
I can't explain,
Oh.
but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it. Let go.
I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great Grandma Edie again.
No, my story!
The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot.
That emoji looks normal. To me. The other one was scary, but this one looks normal.
We both tried to make the best of it.
Well, I didn't specify
years
which
went
kind of
by.
gone, so...
My mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly.
Sorry, I was shaking my entire mouse to make that happen.
She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive.
So Granny is confirmed dead.
Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is.
Am I being born? Can I not be born? I'd rather not do this.
This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you and tell you all these stories myself.
Birth sim, yippee!
I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way. This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Okay. Interesting. Am I assuming that Edith died in childbirth? Is this it? That's it? I don't get to go into the library and finish Granny's story? We only lived 18 years. How did we die? Probably childbirth. That was the implication almost, I think. Right? God damn. Well, finish all stories. I guess we don't really get to know anymore. This is cute. This is a really cute credit sequence. Goofy hat. Yeah, it's very sweet. Right, Milton was the one who was writing messages throughout the house. He knew all the secrets. Damn. Well, I guess my theory was wrong about mothers lasting longer. I guess there is not actually any rhyme or reason to the curse. I love that oldsy timesy photo. Boyd. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's Molly. Molly mask. Thank you, Annapurna Interactive, for all of your games that I like. Dude, that that chess picture, he looks so tired. It's really good. Oh man. I think probably the kid still has the curse. It wasn't, it's... There is a shot of the kid on a ferry opening up Edith's journal, but you don't know that it's not Edith. Bug actually figured it out last stream, and I was like, oh, that's why it started like this. But as soon as I opened the game when I was still, like, in pre-stream, it automatically got me off the ferry and into the game. Because again, this game just starts for some reason. I was wondering why those didn't look like 3D assets. Wow. Oh, interesting. Select Edith to play from the beginning and I can replay any of the individual stories. I don't think that I will. I think that I had a good enough journey as was. But we filled out our whole family tree. I think Lewis's was my favorite. I liked Walter's a lot too. Damn. Damn, chat. Whew. Yeah, there was an implication very, very early on when you opened the game that you were not Edith, so the assumption was Edith didn't. Aren't family trees supposed to go down? I guess so. This one's special. Edith drew it by hand. Yeah, I don't know about that Edie story. That Edie story has more in it, I think. It's like, either she died out there and this was like a dream she had predicting her own death when there was an earthquake and a tsunami. But Edith didn't mention that there was an earthquake that night. Or she did actually go out there and have... But like everybody else who has their hallucinations and moments died from it, and Edie didn't. I don't know. And some of them didn't have... Like Molly, Barbara, Gregory, Milton, and Lewis were the ones that had, like, hallucination-y deaths. Dawn just died of sickness. I died of childbirth. Gus was in a hurricane, although we can argue that his gameplay was also him hallucinating. Sam was just out in the wilds. Yeah. This is what I'm thinking. She was like, I'm not leaving. I don't think she was going to get on that bus regardless. I think she probably, if anything, ended it herself. But we don't know this. And we never got her the rest of her book. I should have grabbed the book and then, like, hidden somewhere. I'm more disappointed than anything to not give Edith's full story. I want to know. But Edie's, sorry, not Edith. I assume Edie is short for Edith because it made a comment early on that I was Edith Jr., which isn't how names work. But I don't know. Yeah, wait, hold on. Dawn said that if I'd been a boy, I would have been Gus, but Dawn had 2 sons before me. Named things that... I don't know. Many questions unanswered. I'm quitting the game. Yes, I'm sure I want to quit the game. Fascinating. What a beautiful... This is... When games brag about being, like, playable movies, they're usually just like, okay, that's just a video game. Like, that's just a slightly more narrative video game. This was, like, actually... This felt like what I want a playable movie to feel like. It's a very narrative experience. We were the first baby after OG Gus died. Oh, maybe. Didn't... OG Gus is the baby? I immediately forgotten everything when I closed it. Was it Gus or... Gus was the punk kid? All of her brothers died before she had any of us, I'm fairly sure. Night in the Woods. I gotta replay Night in the Woods sometime, my god. Thank you for reminding me it exists. Ooh, ooh. I only ever played through it once, so there's a lot of stuff that I didn't get. I gotta get back in there. Yeah, Gus died before. The baby died before. Need to go to the woods at night and play it there. Yeah, that's true, that's true. I guess I'll find someone to raid and we end stream. That game was such a specific type of experience. But no, it still very much reminded me of if my family was cursed, that would be my great-grandmother's house for sure. Thank God we are not cursed. We are cursed in other ways. but we are not cursed in weird death adventure. Alright. Oh, I'm sorry, I keep yawning. Okay, who should we raid? We could raid... You know what? Actually, is Casty still doing a subathon situation? Maybe we raid Casty? Yeah, I think we raid... Yeah, let's raid Casty, because Casty's still doing the radathon. Casty's pretty cool. Casty's doing art right now. Yeah. I should be streaming this weekend. I'll be back to Dishonored. I don't know what I'm going to play on my Thursday block next week, but I'll find something. I'm like, I don't want to start necessarily another long game right away since I've been playing Dishonored. I don't want to have 2 long games going at the same time, but I either want to play Outer Wilds of Stars in Time. Is that Stars in Sea? No. Stars of Star whatever. I have 2 different games that I think are going to be longer ones that I am kind of torn between starting, and it might end up being Outer Wilds because I think that's the one I've had on my list for the longest. And I think it's Time Loop. If I'm saying the right name. Every fucking space game has the same title to me, and I get them confused constantly. Outer Worlds, Outer Wilds, like, you can't have 2 games with such similar titles. You simply cannot. Ridiculous. Whichever one the Time Loop one is, that's the one I want to play. And then, so we'll see. We'll see what I do. We'll see what I download. Yeah, I guess that's all I have. Have a good one, y'all. And Pride is right around the corner. So happy early Pride. Have a safe one. I already got some art ready. Isn't the time loop on Mario Galaxy when the universe reboots? You're kind of right. Hey, you're kind of right. You're not wrong. I hope that they port Galaxy 2 soon. You know what? They're probably not going to port Galaxy 2 to Switch. They're probably going to port Galaxy 2 to Switch 2, which sucks. Which sucks for me. I'm not going to buy fucking Switch 2 until the price goes down. I can't afford to be spending that much money on video games. I mean, I can if I'm careful, but like I don't want to be spending all that. I'm upset because I know the next Pokemon game is coming out on normal Switch, and so it's going to be a normal priced Pokemon game, but anything a year after that is going to be on Switch too. Which means if I'm going to continue playing every single Pokemon game that comes out, I enjoy them so much, but I don't want to spend that much money on a video game. Ridiculous. Especially if it's gonna be as broken as fucking Scarlet Violet was. Yeah, I'm pretty... Yeah. You get it. I like, until Nintendo gets a fucking... Until Nintendo has essentially a service that Steam has, where you buy a game, you have that game forever, and you can play it on multiple devices, then there's no reason for me to be paying so much money for their games. Because I can only play it on a single system, and then that is it. And then when I get a new system, there's no longer compatibility. It'd be a real shame if someone hurried up inventing a Switch 2 emulator. It'd be absolutely terrible. Someone please. I am glad that you can emulate pretty much any Game Boy or DS game. It's challenging with the touchscreen of DS thing. Like, it's how do you emulate Pokemon Ranger with the gameplay how it is? It must be extremely hard to play. But like, you know, I'm glad emulators are out there for stuff, because like buying an original Pokemon game and then also maintaining a device that can continue to play it, that's so many steps. That's so many steps to be able to play a game that has never been, you know, formatted so it can be cross-compatible to different devices. Another thing I'm mad about is you can get Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. They released it to the Wii U store. You can play the original Pokemon Mystery Dungeon game on Wii U. And then they didn't port it to Switch, even though it released like a year before they launched the Switch. I'm like, you already made it. You already made this game so you can play it on a console. Why, how hard would it be to continue putting it in the store? I'm just mad about literally every game I ever bought on Wii U that I can only ever play on Wii U, and I don't want to play my Wii. I don't want to pull my Wii U out and put batteries in my fucking Wiimotes to play a video game. I want to be able to have that be in my library and play it on Switch. Absolutely infuriating. I just don't know. It's like their games they're Disney vaulting their own games so that to drive the prices up, which is like, I don't know. It makes me very angry that they are doing this thing. Anyways, I am unfortunately extremely susceptible to new video game and franchise I like, but I mean, for the most part, I only at this point buy new Nintendo games if they're Pokemon or like mainstream Mario games. Which sucks that I'm doing it, and I shouldn't. I should just be waiting. I should always wait. I shouldn't ever pre-order shit. I don't know. I need to be better about this. Unfortunately, Pokemon's got my fucking number forever, and it sucks. It sucks that I'm supporting this horrible cycle. But I'm gonna wait at least a year before I get Switch 2, hoping that the prices will drop or if I can get a deal. When I got my original Switch, I got a bundle that came with the Mario Party port. Mario Party port? No, it was the Mario Kart port. So in theory, because Mario Kart's the only Switch 2 game I'm interested in, because of how fucking awesome it looks, hopefully within a year after, I'm waiting a year. I'm gonna be so good. I'm gonna wait a year and then hopefully get a similar bundle. And then I'll be ready to play whatever stupid Pokemon game. I didn't get a Switch for the longest time until they started making Pokemon games exclusively on Switch. I really held off as long as possible. Yeah, I mean, yeah, mainstream Mario doesn't come out very often. I didn't really, I'm not a side-scroller Mario enjoyer as much these days. Pokemon Wonder? Mario Wonder was a little too, it was a little too much. Like, I feel like I couldn't enjoy the space in the levels because it was go, 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 rather than, like, kind of puzzling around. It stressed me out a bit, but I love my 3D Mario games. I love my top-down Mario scampling around games. Somehow management only fucked up the price into being like 200. They already sold some like that. Whoa. It's too much. It's too much. I'm also kind of annoyed at the digital. They were like, we're rolling out this program where you can like let people borrow your games from your library virtually, and I was like, yeah, but I could give somebody a physical copy of my game and they could play it for as long as they need and then give it back to me. What? How come there's like a deadline on me letting people borrow games from my library? That's stupid. I don't know. It's like, look at this good thing we're doing, and I'm like, it could be better. It could very easily be way better than what you did. And you're patting yourselves on the back and you didn't finish. Does Steam do that? Because I'm used to online services not letting you do that, but I'm also used to being a kid and you being able to like swap cartridges with your friends to play their games for a while. I mean, I was a very gullible kid, so I lost a lot of games that way, but it should be my choice to do that fucking, to be that dumb. Yeah, the family mode, I don't know. Aren't we being so nice? You're adding back a basic feature that physical copies had. You're not going above and beyond in adding this thing for digital. I don't know. It just, every little thing kind of rubs me the wrong way. Sorry to complain for so long, but like, they do? Okay, interesting. I didn't know this. Yeah, I don't know. I don't buy a lot of really, really pricey games on Steam for the most part. I think the most money I've paid for a Steam game is whatever Deathloop cost, and I believe I bought it on sale. I think usually Deathloop is $60, which is about the amount of a Nintendo game. Which is like, okay. Like, that's about the upper end of what I'm willing to pay for a video game. But because things go on sale on Steam so much, it's a lot easier to get a game for like, you know, $40 that was a $60 game, you know? Which is, you know, still a lot of money, but for all the hours I'm gonna put into it, I don't mind doing that. What I really need to do is go through and cancel subscription services. Because I'm really bad about that. And I definitely am paying for more than I'm watching. I just wish there were more things where I could pay an upfront cost and then just enjoy the thing. I should really just be like buying or renting things. Because I honestly don't think it'll add up quite as much as subscribing and then forgetting about subscriptions to streaming services. I don't know, everything's a fucking mess. Everything's awful and greedy and designed to drain everything you have from you. But I did cancel my HelloFresh. There's one step. Because I wasn't fucking enjoying it. All of the food was coming really gross. There was a horrible chemical taste to my last, like, 3 things I ordered. Horrible. It's like they got enough people hooked on the subscription who are like, that's part of their routine now, and they're not going to unsubscribe because you have to jump through so many hoops. And then they're like, okay, and now we can drop the quality of our product, and they won't know. And we can cut corners now that they're hooked. And I'm like, yeah, but this ramen I made that I really liked a year ago tastes disgusting when I made it this time. Like, I'm not going to keep paying for your service. No. You got me this long, so, like, good on you. But, like, just don't be stupid like me. I get a lot of, like, well, this streamer I like is being sponsored by this, and they seem like they're enjoying the thing, and it could be a thing that will help me. Because one of the things I struggle with is cooking as one person. It's really hard to get portion sizes that are not too big and then have to eat the same thing for like 2 weeks. So it's like, as a service, it really appealed to me as like, I can make something that I'll really enjoy, and it is the amount of serving sizes that is acceptable, and I won't get bored of it. Versus like meal planning for myself, I just, anything perishable comes in too big of amounts. That's not a sentence that's correct, but you know what I mean. Blech. Oh, and I canceled my Wizard 101 subscription that I forgot I had running. I've been paying like $10 a month to play Wizard 101. I haven't been playing Wizard 101 since January. Not even January, since November, I think, is when I was playing it briefly. Wizard 101, it's like a kid's MMO that I used to play when I was a child, where you're like a wizard. You're an elemental wizard, and you play this like kind of card game battle, and you go on quests. I don't know, it's like not aged well. I streamed it a little bit like a couple years back, and it was like very, very clear to me that it was like kind of racist. Very, very culturally insensitive often. Because they do this fun thing where it's like, oh, you're in a fantasy world, so we can do whatever we want. And then they still choose to be like, okay, well, this world is based around this culture, but the only humans are the wizards from the Wizard Island, so we have to make this like entire culture of people that we've put into our fantasy game into furries. and then they like choose, I don't know, it's like it's no good. I don't know how to just like specify specific things that are bad, but it's like it's aged very poorly. And I was like, maybe I shouldn't be giving money to this game. But it does have a lot of nostalgia value, and the wizards aren't transphobic, which is huge. That's a huge bonus. Yeah, there's some questionable art style choices that like read as, if not outright racist, like microaggressive, certainly at the least. It's interesting. Yeah, unfortunately you have to get through a certain amount of story quests in each world to unlock the next world, and all I want to do as a player is like explore all the different worlds. But the last world I unlocked is the one based on like the African savannah, and I'm like, I don't think they're gonna do a good job with this one, huh? This is not gonna be very good. Interesting. They have some ones that are fine. They have some worlds that are totally normal. Like they have an Atlantis world. There's also like they have a UK world, and then the like archaeology dogs are kind of in every other world, and it's very colonialism-y, which I do not like, which I am not a fan of. Being a magic wielder and being transphobic would be kind of stupid. Yeah, I agree. Interesting. Very, very huge point. Yeah, I still do love my baby ice wizard, and the nightmare character I created on stream. But yeah, sorry, I've been rambling for this long. I said I was gonna raid out, but I got too upset about Nintendo. Anyways, don't fall for subscription scams. If it seems good, it's probably too good to be true. I've been listening to the radio recently. I will say that they straight up have like full-on scam ads that are like not even slightly believable. I have a little Bluetooth insert that I have to plug into the aux to play music from my phone. So, but it died and I forgot to put the new one in. Whatever. So I've been listening to the radio. One of the ads I got was like, yeah, I'm an Uber driver, and don't worry, the gas cost doesn't offset the profit because I use this app, which gives me money back every time I buy gas. I was like, no, that's a scam. You don't get free money for buying gas. Nope. There was another one that was like, millennials can now actually get money back for spending all that time on their phone. And it was like, yeah, the more screen time you spend on your phone, the more you get paid. And I was like, no, that's also a fucking scam. That's not how money works. Have people not learned anything from Honey? Exactly. Free money is never real. If something says free money, it's a scam. Remember this. If something is like a really, really good value, it's probably a scam. Keep this in mind. Think on this. If you get emails saying if you ever get emails at your workplace saying to buy gift cards, also, my stepmom fell for that one almost recently, but this is what she said. She was like, okay, she'd just gotten a new job. What looked like her boss emailed her asking her to buy these gift cards for an upcoming meeting to give to the meeting participants. She was like, oh, so should I use the company card, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera? And they were like, no, use your own card and we'll reimburse you. That's the first red flag. Don't ever do that. If there is a company card, you do not use your own card. That's a scam. Someone's trying to trick you. And then she went to literally buy these gift cards and her own card declined because her bank was like, no, this is a common scam thing. Like, no, we are not. And then she was like, oh, I have to find another way to get these cards, and then realized sometime in there, like, oh, my card declined for a reason. This is fake. So, like, I don't know. Just, hey. Nobody is, everybody is susceptible to scams. So just be very careful out there. The gift cards are always a scam. The gift cards are always a scam. Yeah, I mean, Markiplier's, his brain is huge. Gift cards are always a scam. Always check the email in which you were sent things to. If something's a little fishy, make sure it's like, a lot of workplace emails will be like .org or something. If it's the wrong dot, that's a common one where it'll be your boss's email, but it'll be so slightly different that you didn't notice. So if something's fishy, always check everything. Very, very important. Mm-hmm. Don't fall for scams, kids. Yeah. Okay. We can. Thanks for coming to my post, Edith Finch PSA. Don't let the corporations get you, and don't let the scammers get you, and just be real careful. Thank you, everybody. Stay safe. Never click a suspicious link. Don't accept DMs from strangers. You know the drill. Careful on Discord, especially. What's the one I almost fell for? Because I did almost fall for one once. Somebody I knew sent me a message that they had accidentally reported me on Steam, and my account was being deleted if I could not provide them the information to give to Steam help to prove that they had accidentally reported me. And they had like screenshots, but the screenshots were all really misspelled. And that, I don't think that's a feature that Steam has. And any of that is not a thing that Steam does. But I'll be so honest. This person was like dumb enough, because they're an acquaintance from a role-playing server, and they were already kind of annoying. I was like, this person's stupid enough to have done this, to like somehow reported me, even though we weren't Steam friends. Like, to fuck it up this bad. So it was believable in that I was like, this person could have accidentally done any of these things. If anybody could fuck up this bad, it's this person. That's what got me. Yeah, Steam itself would let you know that, yeah, I had no problems. I didn't get any emails. It was all like screenshots that had been doctored slightly. Don't trust screenshots. Check screenshots for misspellings, etc., etc. Yeah, realized partway through, after like squinting at it for a while, responding a couple of times, and then being like, no, I'm not giving you that information. And then like checking their account on, I think I went to their DeviantArt account, and they had posted something that was like, hey, my thing got hacked because I fell for the scam. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah. You fucked up. So yeah, people fall for scams all the time. If somebody who doesn't usually message you messages you, and their tone is weird, it's probably they've been hacked. That's also an important one. Are there any other PSAs I can give? Screenshots are easy to fake, yeah. Screenshots are so easy to fake. Don't always believe what you see on the internet if the only proof is screenshots, also. People love to lie. Lying is the internet's favorite thing to do. Commission them for art they didn't make. Blah. I get a lot of those scam, like, hey, do you do commissions messages for... It's often for something that I would never draw. It's like, I want you to draw my daughter, or my child. Sorry, that was the same thing. I want you to draw my dog. I want you to draw my daughter's dog. It's always daughter's dog. And I'm like, I don't do... One, it says on my profile now, I don't take commissions. This is Instagram specifically that I get a lot of this. It says right there I don't take them. Two, I don't draw people's animals. I never have. There's no examples of that. It's always people that are, 1, not following me, and 2, have never messaged me before, 3, have never liked me, any of my art. You would think they would be like, they would find your page, fake like a bunch of stuff, follow you, and then send the message if they wanted to be at least a little more convincing. But they never do. They never do any of this. They just send the DM, and I'm like, nope. Someone sends you a DM, it's not following you, asking about your art. They're not interested in your art. They're trying to steal your money somehow. I don't know. That's a pretty common one. There's a lot on DeviantArt that are like, hey, can I use I'm getting a phone call from my dentist loves to call me 1,000 times. They texted me. They called me once already. They called me now. It's been 3 times today. I'm trying not to click on the text. You can respond on the text to say, yes, I know my dentist appointment's coming up, but I want to put it on my calendar, so I'm leaving the notification. And if I click on it to respond to it, I lose the notification. And they keep calling me when I'm either half asleep or streaming. Come on, guys. I don't know. One of my doctor's one, their system's broken, so no matter how many times you confirm, they'll keep trying to call you and text you. I got like 5 texts and like 5 phone calls before they finally called me at a time where I could pick up. And I was like, hey, I've already confirmed this appointment several times through text. And they're like, oh, our system's broken. And I'm like, okay, well, fucking fix it or stop sending texts. If the system's broken, then you need to disable it until it's fixed. I don't need to be texted every single day until my appointment. Let's calm down. Oh yes, DeviantArt scams. You'll get a message that's like, I want to use your art for a project, you will be credited. And it means nothing, and their account is blank. And so there's no reason to... I think they are AI scalpers. So they're like asking for verbal consent so that they can take your work. Although they could probably, like, most of my stuff on DeviantArt has free downloads attached to it because... I probably should disable that, actually. It's just I've never not... It's so that I can download it later, usually. Oh yeah, I get them, like... I get them a few times a year. Never respond to a random note. Well, they have a DM system and they have a note system, and they decide to fold them into like 2 separate things in the same place, and it's so confusing. The note system always kind of sucked. The DM system is just kind of annoying. It's weird. DeviantArt's weird. I'm trying, like, I don't know. I'm trying not to post on Instagram anymore because the most I could see is that there is a way to ask to be opted out of AI gathering, but there is not like a surefire way that will work, and you have to jump through a lot. Like, you have to fill out a fucking form as to why that you should be excluded from the data mining. It's like, it's too stupid. I'm just not gonna post there anymore. There's no reason for me to be posting there. So I've been posting on Tumblr, and I've been trying to cross-post on Blue Sky my art, which I hadn't ever intended to use Blue Sky or Twitter before that for art. I intended to use it just for VTuber stuff, but I mean, if Tumblr implodes, I want to have somewhere established that I post stuff to. Oh yeah, I really don't fuck with Facebook. It's such a nightmare. I will say I sent my mom an AI versus real quiz the other day because she's been struggling with it. She'll send me what she thinks is a funny meme, and I'm like, this is, or like something that she thinks is really cool, and it'll be completely false. It'll be completely falsified by AI, and she just can't tell. And I don't know how to train her because it's really obvious to me when something's fake. It's like the lighting is wrong, like everything's a little bit too perfect. And she just can't see that. It's really bizarre to me. So I sent her a quiz yesterday, and she only got 5 out of 10, which is rough. The other day she sent me one that was like, It was a fabricated, funny meme that was just meant so that you click on the account and then the account was selling their AI art. So the fake meme was like, no way auntie has like a bathroom themed after stink faces. I cannot remember the fucking phrasing on this meme. But it was a TikTok or whatever where she was filming that there were a bunch of these pictures of people like making disgusted faces looking at the camera facing the toilet in the bathroom, and each one of them was like very clearly AI. And I was like, and I clicked on the account and they were just advertising AI art. And I was like, okay, so this is a falsified meme that tricked my mother into thinking somebody had actually done this and it was funny, when it was in fact a completely fabricated scenario in order to sell prints of fake art. So fucking stupid. Facebook is super poisoned by AI. I went on and I found this horrible... The last time I was on Facebook, I found this fascinatingly horrible picture of like a bed shaped like Jesus that a girl was curled up in the nook of his arm, but like her hand is sort of a horrible chicken nugget. It's the most fascinating thing I've ever seen in my life. And then, you know, all the people reblogging it like, oh yes, God bless. And I think half the things that are circulating it are also fake bot blogs. And that's why they're falling for it. But some of them are actual, like, real people. And I'm like, how do you not... What about this evokes in you? Like, what about this does not scream blasphemy, first of all? Like... And if you look any closer even a little bit, you can tell that it's, like, horribly fake. I don't want to sleep in Jesus either. I still have the screenshot somewhere, but it, like, and I stare at it sometimes like, god damn, what the hell? What the hell and fuck? Be careful out there. So I'm trying to figure out a way to train my mother into being able to tell. Because one of the things was, like, a horrible Facebook video of people hauling a small whale onto their boat and then washing, like, barnacles and crabs off of it. And it was, like... It was, first of all, a disgusting video. It was, like, horrible to look at. And then it was, like, they would rinse off part of the whale, and then, like, an explosion of more crabs than could possibly be on that part of the whale would just keep going. It was, like... And my mom was like, this is so horrifying. Oh, God. And I was like, it's not real. It's not real. This is not possible. People should invent parental controls. I agree. People who can't tell AI from reality, you should be able to turn off AI for them. I'm setting up parental controls, as in I'm setting up controls for my parents so that they don't get tricked. The other one she sent me was like a fake runway where they were wearing these really ethereal, like, mushroom and jellyfish themed dresses, but it was, like, so fake. It was so creepy, and, like, everything was moving, like, incorrectly and shifting in the way that AI film does. And I was like, how can you not tell that this isn't real? How can you not tell that it's at least, like, she thought it was real life. Not even, like, it looked like, if anything, if it was a real created piece that was not AI, it could have been, like, a digitally rendered animation. Like a AAA games, like, quality animation. Which would account for, like, the weirdness of the movement and the slightly artificial feel to it. But she didn't even think that. She thought it was literal reality. And I was like, if you can't tell that this is AI, like, I don't know how to help you. So if anybody finds more of those, like, quizzes that give, like... Because the thing about the quiz that was good is it had, like, under each selection, it would tell you after you picked what the warning signs were. And it's like, well, you can tell that the light source and the lighting don't match. or you can, if you look here, you can see that this hand is like backwards or like in the wrong position according to where the arms are. And some of it was helpful, and some of it was like so specific to the one scenario that I'm like, okay, well that's not gonna be the case in every AI image. I need more like, I need the broader, because I look at an image and I'm like, that's faked, and it's usually the lighting and the smoothness. It's the texture and the lighting for me. But my mom can't like intuitively pick up on that. I don't know. It's really bizarre. Yeah, if anybody has any like how to spot AI guides that they find, please send them along because my mother needs them. I'm trying to fix her. I'm trying to fix it for her. Thank you for talking to me about scams for so long. It's been real. I'm rating Casty. We're rating Casty. I'm gonna stop talking about this now. Just fascinating, though. The types of scams that are out there. One of them will get you. Just be wary. Don't trust anything too good to be true. Remember this. We are all remembering this. Wait, did Casty go unlive? Cass. Did I? Hold up. Casty went offline because I yapped so long. Alright, whatever. We'll raid, Jenna. Let's raid Jenna today. We'll have a Jenna raid today. Jenna's playing To a T, which is a game made by the creator of Katamari Damacy. Wow. Wow. I'm starting the raid. Thank you. Thank you for coming, as always. We'll see what I'm playing next week, and hopefully I will be playing Dishonored this weekend. Yay! Yeah, I'm excited to post my Pride art that I made, too, so keep an eye out for that. I'll probably replace my little art in this corner with that once I have it. Once it's Pride Month. Okay. Happy early Pride. Have fun out there. Goodbye!